Hello, hi. Told you I'd be back soon. Hi there. I'm at the gym again. 2 times in 1 week so far. And I may be back tomorrow. Hope you're well. I told you I would be back. I'm trying to lose 10 pounds again. I had my first weigh-in today, and I am already down, 2.6 pounds. Yay! Which is great for me. That's a lot in less than a week. It hasn't quite been a week yet. So I'm super happy about that. I haven't done that much differently as far as what I'm eating, but what I noticed was something that was happening, and it's funny, even though I was tracking everything, I hadn't quite noticed that I was starting to eat like later and later in the day, closer and closer to bedtime. And I'm not a nighttime snacker. I'm not like a hardcore night eater. It was just kind of like something I kind of fell into while I was traveling and everything. And so I stopped eating a lot earlier in the day, kind of like I did before. And I'm back at the gym, and I'm also trying to make sure that I get plenty of water, and which I think I was slacking off on my water a little bit too. And I also the other thing is that I am trying to make sure that I get more vegetables than I was getting before. I think things that I noticed, over time, like you kind of start to, it's like a little bit, you kind of go off course a little bit, and then pretty soon you're like veering off in a completely wrong direction. So just those few little things, stopping eating a little bit earlier in the evening, and more vegetables, just a few, not like a crazy amount, and making sure I get enough water. That seems to be helping, and a little more focused exercise time. I already teach Zumba a couple times a week, but and I walk like every day, but I usually get 10,000 steps a day, but more like toning and stuff like that. So I'm super happy. Just those few little changes have really helped me, and I feel really optimistic about that. That means I have 7.4 pounds to go. Yay. And I told you I would be back if I had something good to share, and I totally do. Not that I needed this thing. I have a little bit of a problem with planners. You know how much I love my planners. So I've been a user of, I did a video review a while back of the Happy Planner, and which I have been using since they introduced it. So I've been using it for like a year and a half or 2 years. I forget how long the Happy Planner's been around. And originally I had the normal size one, which is like, it's a weird size. It's like almost square. And then a while back I did a review where I upgraded to the large 8.5 by 11 size, which is very cool. Don't get me wrong. It's nice. And the reason that I upgraded to the larger size was because what I thought was that I would be using, that I use mostly the monthly view. I didn't really use the weekly view so much. I don't like the way it's vertical. And so I was using the monthly view anyway, because I haven't talked to you guys in so long. So when I was doing my Christmas shopping in December last year, I was at Michael's, I think it was, and they were having this massive sale on all the Happy Planner stuff. And so of course I have to stop and look for some Happy Planner things. And among the things they had was a new size, which was tiny, this big. And of course I had to, so not only did they have the small size, but they had, I don't know if you can see, it came with this like really, or not came with it, and I had to buy it separate. They had these beautiful like leather textured, like almost like a Saffiano leather textured covers with gold embossing. This one says Big Plans. They had other ones. How could I not buy this? How could I not buy this? So in other words, I went from the big, huge one to the little tiny one. And I thought, well, I'll try. It was, the whole thing was, all of this all together was like $10 with the sale that was going on, and I had coupons and everything. So I said, well, I'll try it for a little while. And, you know, if I hate it, so what? I only spent a little bit on it. So I love it. I absolutely love it. So let me just show you a little bit. I have this is an ARC pen holder. I always use the Pilot Friction pens. I like them. They're erasable. This is if you use an ARC planner, and I love the disc-bound systems. I use it for everything. I have the big punch and all. I can't recommend it enough. Love it. But if you use the junior size ARC planner, this is even smaller than that. So it's not that size, because I have that notebook. I have a notebook that's the junior size. It's way bigger than this. So it's even tinier than that. So the first thing I have in here is a pocket. And yeah, I could have made a pocket myself. They're super easy to make from like a, 50-cent cute pocket folder. You can cut them and then punch them, and then you have a pocket. But of course I had to buy the one that was on sale at Michael's. It says very important stuff. So receipts and stuff go in there. Then I have my, hello with my, email address on there. Now the first 2 pages, and I use these a lot, are the 2017-2018 view. I use these pages a lot in my work with my scheduling. I tend to flip back and forth. So I laminated the calendar pages. I have a laminator too. Told you I have a problem. So I laminated these and punched them, and that's really working great. And let's see what else is in here. So it has, just like the big planner has, it has the place to do like goal setting for the month. Like what are birthdays that are going on. This is January, so it's laminated. But yeah, so reminders to yourself. And then the month view is, let me just make sure there's nothing in here I don't want you to see. No, this is fine. The month view is pretty tiny. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that. It's awfully tiny, but I can put the basics in here. And the nice thing is that what I find when doing is I am actually using the weekly view now, where I wasn't using it before. So I get it now. I get now the weekly thing. And I also like that this weekly view has, it's this way instead of this way. It makes it much easier to take notes. So far I'm liking it. I'm already through, I'm going through February here. So, I just block out my basic hours, and then all the details go in the weekly view, right? And so instead, you guys know, one of the things I do about my Happy Planner, because it's customizable, you can take things in and out. I never carry the entire year around with me. It's heavy. I don't need to have the entire year all the time. When I had the big planner, I was carrying like 2 and 3 months. But I'm trying, what do I have? Right now I have through April, January through April. And so far that's been more than enough. I haven't even looked at March and April yet. So that's fine. But anyway, I'm really digging it. I don't mind the tiny month view because I'm using the weekly view now. And then in the back, I have this little, what we call a dashboard with the Post-its. They sell these, this is a mini size one. It's not focusing. But anyway, I use these little Post-its all the time. And then I have a divider that, where it's to notes. This is to-do lists. I don't remember if I bought this separate. I must have. This must have been a separate insert. So on one side, it's the date, and you can do your to-do list and organize your day. And on the other side, it's just like graph paper, which I actually use quite a bit. So I have it organized by, just my normal life, and then by project, this part. And this is working surprisingly well. I really like it. I like that it's so tiny. It's easy for me to grab and carry around. It's not as cumbersome. I can have it in the supermarket in the cart with me. I don't feel like it's this big thing, which I thought I didn't mind, but now that I have this, I'm really liking this. So just to be clear, the original, when you buy the original one, it has a laminated cover, which is super cute, but I bought the leatherette, textured cover. And then I bought the things like the pockets that go inside. I'm pretty sure I bought these to-do lists that are in the back. And this is working super well. There's also, I just looked online. I have to not look this stuff up online because it's dangerous. But I also saw online that they just introduced a mini-sized food and exercise tracker, like your healthy living kind of tracker, which I have gotten so used to tracking everything on my phone. I don't know I'm tempted. If I can see it, I'm going to look at Michael's next time I'm there. And if I can see it in person and it looks really like I would use it, I might try it. And if it's on sale and so on. But I'm so happy like tracking everything on my phone. My gym has a really great app that tracks my workouts. And then of course I have my new Fitbit like I talked about last time. So I don't really feel like I need that, but that didn't stop me buying this thing. I didn't need this either, but I am loving it. So, if you're not a happy planner person, if you're not a planner person, I don't know how you're keeping track of anything, because as much as I live on my phone, I have to have my schedule on paper that I can open up and look at the whole month all at once. Otherwise I would just never keep anything straight ever. I've tried, I've had, back in the day I had Palm Pilots and all that, and keeping a calendar digitally has just never worked for me. As much as I do everything digitally, it just is not a good system for me. So I love this. Check it out. You can find them online on Amazon. They sell them. I saw them there. And, but look at like your local Michaels, cause they sell them there, and they so often they have those great coupons and discounts. And if you are somebody who likes to track your fitness and your food and your water and all of that, on paper, check out that one, the exercise planner. It looks pretty good. I have to say, I looked at it online. It looked pretty cool. So I'll be back soon with another weigh-in, I'm sure, and other fun stuff that I've acquired over the last couple of months that I've been dying to share with you. I hope you're all well. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you real soon. Bye.